It seems as though Xavi is really trying to find some balance within this Barcelona squad, and it's really interesting to see how he's actually doing that. And it actually involves his centre back. So please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to get a thorough understanding of what Xavi is trying to do here. But as always, my dear friends, please do subscribe to the channel, as that will be helping us the channel to grow. If you're new around here, you would love this channel because we do all things Barcelona, especially tactical analysis and tactical reviews and all things tactical regarding FC Barcelona. Let's start with Barcelona's possession tactics. In the build-up, we did see that Atletico Madrid tried to pin down Barcelona's centre-backs like all teams normally do, and they were looking to cut the passing lane into the centre-backs. But we did see that Xavi had something really in particular in mind, as we saw that Koundé were receiving the ball in acres of space on the side of their midfield, and this caused them lots of trouble because this triangle was then on the right side. And as the ball progressed, we did see something very interesting. Because Koundé was receiving the ball in acres of space on the right side, we saw that Simeone tasked Rodrigo de Paul to actually go out to Koundé and look to press him the moment he received the ball. But that would just leave Pedri in acres of space, And if Rodrigo de Paul would stay in his position and they actually had the wing back to go and press Koundé, then one of the centre backs, the left-footed centre back in particular, would have to go onto Rafinha, and that would leave space for Pedri to run into the half space. So this was great tactics, and I was surprised that Atletico didn't adjust to the system of Barca. So when Barca had the ball in the mid phase, we did see the normal three centre backs because there were three centre backs that were picked, right? But we saw much more movement from the centre backs. For Koundé, an example, he actually went and formed the triangle with Rafinha and Pedri like we just saw. But Koundé didn't mind to do underlapping and overlapping runs, where Pedri would take up a deeper position and trying to play him in behind. Also, when Rafinha would invert, we did see that Koundé didn't mind to run to the byline, and this is great tactics from Xavi. The left side of Barcelona was a target in my opinion because they were stretching Atletico Madrid, and Joao Felix in the half space were trying to get the ball in behind, and him and Lewandowski along with Joao Cancelo would form these triangles for Barcelona on the right side. We did see that the centre-backs all went to that side as they wanted to draw Atletico Madrid to one side of the pitch. And this is where Koundé got all the freedom, in my opinion. And they were trying to get the guys to come all over to one side, and then they would play Koundé in behind. The same happened to the other side actually, but it was more focused on the left side because we did see that Felix and Lewandowski were really narrow, leaving Joao Cancelo on his own on that left wing. And this is just great tactics from Xavi because this was really good for Barcelona to get in behind, and that is why Joao Cancelo was also so great. And Frenkie de Jong in particular also went to that side. In the second half, we did see when Barcelona looked to build up, Atletico Madrid's two forwards were going to press Barcelona's centre backs as they won't sit on the double pivot. But Koundé still received the ball unmarked in this area right over there. But Xavi wanted to play it safe and have Frenkie de Jong drop in between the centre backs in the build up, when Rodrigo de Paul would actually go onto the free centre back to go and press. What was great was Joao Felix did the same thing that they did in the first half, where they would go and press the centre backs. Then he would actually drop in behind to receive the ball in the half space. And we did see a 2-3-5 situation from FC Barcelona. It was really hard for Atletico to mark this shape, because especially with the triangle, the two up front, so it was a 3 versus 2 on the backside for Barcelona, and this made it easy for them to distribute the ball. If Barca was clinical enough, they could have scored like 4 or 5 goals in this game, because they outnumbered Atletico in every facet of the game. With Frenkie de Jong dropping in between the centre backs, he was causing all sorts of trouble. And this made Atletico defend extremely narrow as they came in, because they didn't want to leave Barcelona any space. And this is where we saw that Joao Felix was very lucky to actually receive the ball and go into the half space. When they were drawing narrow, he would go into that half space to receive acres of space and ball for Barcelona. And this is how Barcelona progressed in the second half. Barcelona had a 2-3-5 situation going on when they had the ball, and as you can see, all the players were in between the lines compared to Atletico's shape, as they were almost man-to-man and did have the numerical advantage. And the same thing was pulling out of position. And we did see also that Barcelona didn't have a dedicated pivot, as Frenkie de Jong and Gundogan was very fluid when it come to that. They also had some twisting and turning going on with Cancelo going back, whatever the case may be, and he did multiple attempts to be the third centre back. So that was what was great, right? The movement, and also Cancelo didn't mind doing underlapping runs, and this is what great fluidity brings you. And I think it changed when Frenkie de Jong came. But that's the end of the video, guys. Please let me know down in the comment section, what do you think about Barcelona's performance in this game? How did you think Barcelona fared against Atletico Madrid? And also, what do you think about the fact that Xavi is bringing balance to both sides for Barca? But as always, please do subscribe to the channel, as that's going to help us a lot. We do videos weekly, like I said in the beginning of the video. It's really great to do tactical content, and really great to see how you guys feel about Barca and the way that you guys are so passionate. So please do let me know, what do you think? It was great talking to you guys. Let me know your tactical questions. Goodbye.